morning, Broadway.com. Welcome to episode 5 of Farmer's Daughter Diaries. Today, we're doing something very special. This has been highly requested across quite a few of my social media platforms, so we're gonna give the people what they want, and we're doing a makeup tutorial. It's Betsy themed, obviously. I'm getting ready for our first 2-show day of SCHMIGADOON. We're still in previews, but I thought I would show you guys what products I'm using and how I do my makeup for a 2-show day, playing Betsy McDonough. So we're gonna start off with e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I feel like an influencer. e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I love this primer so much. It's like my tried and true. It really just like makes my skin look super smooth. I also want to preface this with I am not a makeup expert, so nobody come for me in the comments. This is just what I do. It works for me, and so I've used it. My mirror, my little mirror that I have is the worst, and so the light might flash like on and off a little bit. So I'm starting out just putting that like in my pores, on my cheeks, and also my nose, a little bit on my forehead. I don't go like too crazy with it. You don't want to use too much of this, but I love this stuff. It works so well. Next, we're going in with some Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, and I'm just putting it kind of like on my little spots. My skin has been freaking out because I'm back to wearing makeup every day, doing shows, and my skin is like, why are you doing this to me? So I just put those on my little spots and honestly rub it in with my finger. I don't put concealer under my eyes to start just because I feel like that's like too much product. The foundation will go there, and if I need extra concealer, I'll do it after foundation. Next, we're taking a damp beauty blender, and I'm going to mix together 2 foundations, just depending on what my skin tone is looking like. Sometimes I have a fake tan, sometimes I don't. I do not right now. So I'm using the Maybelline Matte Poreless, like up to 12-hour wear foundation, and also the Maybelline 30-hour wear. And then I think this shade, oh gosh, this is like the palest shade they have. And then this one is in shade 120. And I know this is probably wrong, but we're just gonna put them both straight on the beauty blender. I'll do like a little bit of this one. And then wipe it on there. I know this is not proper application, but this is what works and this is what I do. And I'm just gonna put this all over my face. I also make crazy faces when I do my makeup, I'm aware. All over my face, and blend it down into my neck too. Never forget your neck, it's important. So yeah, we're gonna put this everywhere. Okay, now that I look like a featureless, pale ghost, we're gonna do brows. So I'll just like brush my brows up a little bit with this little spoolie. I got my eyebrows microbladed forever ago, like maybe 5 years ago. So they still kind of exist on the end, so I take some powder just to like fill them in with a little angled brush. I really like using Anastasia, I don't know how to pronounce it, Beverly Hills powder, but I don't have that. So I've been using this MAC brown, like dark brown eyeshadow, but it does the trick. So literally just gonna dip in here. I mainly focus on the ends, just filling in where I don't really have a ton of hair. And then I can clean it up after too with another angled brush and some concealer. Woo, we gotta get the voice in check. 2 shows today. Previews have been going really well. It's such a fun thing to be in a comedy and do previews because every night we've been trying out different jokes to see what lands better. Also, I want to say, previews are a time when the show is constantly changing and evolving, and sometimes the performers get changes like an hour before we have to start getting ready for the show that night. And I feel like people on the internet don't understand that. And people can be so quick to criticize a show, or if an actor has new material and they're trying it out for the first time that night and they're like, oh, well, this person messed up. Okay, you do it. Sorry, that just like really grinds my gears. It's supposed to be in flux, changing, trying things out. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. That's what previews are for. So I've been having a blast. Not a ton of stuff, my stuff has changed, but every night I'm laughing at new jokes and trying new things that other people are doing. We have changed quite a bit though, which is exciting and cool. And if you are one of those audience members that have come to multiple previews, I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have, seeing the change from night to night. It keeps it very exciting and it keeps you on your toes. Okay, so yeah, fill in the brows, and I might put like a little bit of brow gel. I don't know, sometimes I feel like it makes it look like crunchy. Maybe I'll put like the tiniest bit just to like brush them up a little bit. Moving on. Now to set the foundation, like my eyelids are already, it's creasing because I put a ton of foundation on my eyelids, so I'll just kind of like pat it over with the Beauty Blender. We're gonna use the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder. I love this stuff. I use it all the time. This is in the shade 10, which is like fair light. So yeah, just gonna go over this, and then we're gonna take a little fluffy brush, dip it in there, knock off the excess powder, and just go over my eyelids so they look smooth and none of the wrinkles crease with the foundation. And I kind of like to put that just all over my eyelid to, I guess, prep it for eyeshadow and everything else. Doing the other eye. I love this powder. People ask me all the time, like, what do you use? What setting spray do you use? I don't use setting spray. I just powder the crap out of my face. This powder is coming back. She's not done. We're gonna use her again. Okay, moving on. We're gonna do a little bit of bronzer. I kind of use bronzer and contour together. I just use this Physicians Formula buttered bronzer. A lot of these things you can get at CVS. I don't use a ton of fancy brands. I'm like, it does the trick. So we're gonna do the top of my forehead, just getting into that hairline. And you guys, if it's not blended super well, that's okay, because this is supposed to be stage makeup. So it's gonna look a little harsh. Like, I know that looks really dark, but trust me, it looks good under those bright lights. This is just what I do, and I get into the sides of my hairline as well. I wanna just shrink that face. And now we're gonna go in a little bit on, right on the cheekbone / underneath the cheekbone, just to contour that out a bit. That looks crazy. We're gonna fix it. Don't worry. Anything can be fixed. That's my motto. With a little bit more foundation. I know I'm making a crazy face. A little bit more foundation, a little bit more concealer, and we'll fix it right up. So I'm literally just gonna go back in with the Beauty Blender, try to blend it a little bit more into the skin on both sides. I go back and forth using bronzer underneath my cheekbones, but for stage makeup, I feel like it works well. But in real life, sometimes I feel like I just look like I have dirt on my face. So it just depends on the day, how we're feeling. Okay, that's that. Now we're gonna use blush. I've been using kind of a lighter blush, and I might need to switch it up. I can't find my blush brush. Okay, I got it. So I've been using, I don't know what that was. Oh. I've been using the Wicked Ariana Grande's blush, which is so pretty, and it's light, and it's this one right here. What is this? This shade is Lovelier. So I'm gonna just take this brush, go in here. I love a lot of blush, and I put it kind of all over. I just smile, get the apples of the cheeks. I like to even bring it up kind of underneath my eye. And already she's coming back to life. She's alive, she's breathing. I might try to mix in like a little bit of a deeper pigmented shade, just because again, the bright lights can wash me out. And sometimes you need a little bit more color. Oh, there goes my light. My light of my makeup mirror is on a timer. And she'll go out sometimes. Now I'm gonna take some highlighter and I'm gonna put it on the tip of my nose. I have been using the Wet n Wild highlighting, Mega Glow highlighting powder. This right here. I don't know why it's not focusing, but you get the idea. So it's in Blossom Glow and this little flat brush. And we're just gonna go boom. Look at that, it's so cute. I love the Wet n Wild highlighters. I also like using MAC Soft and Gentle, but that was gifted to me and we ran out. So we're going with the CVS version. Okay, now I'm going to take this powder puff. It's really dirty. And we're gonna go back into the loose powder and we're gonna do under eye. So again, I'm gonna take my beauty blender because I'm already kind of creasing. My foundation is creasing underneath my eye and I'm just gonna blend that once again, just kind of like soften it up. And I'm gonna dip this into the powder and go straight underneath my eye. And this is one of my favorite steps because it literally just like blurs everything. It's so good. Makes your skin look awesome. So there we go, and we're gonna do the other side as well. I do the mouth open thing, I know. I'm gonna look back on this and be like, this is embarrassing, but it's the truth. Dipping back in. I like to also get like lower on my face because that's where I have all my pores are right here. And I feel like the powder just like fills in the pores. So I kind of go up into my nose, like on the sides a little bit. Now we're gonna take a little bit more. We're gonna go right in the center of my forehead, between the brows, kind of come up with it, sort of still blending out. I know that looks harsh. I know it does. Don't worry, but it works. Now my smile lines, because I make insane faces, get super creasy. So we're gonna go in with the powder there as well. Again, just blending and below. Trying to also just like take off some of that excess foundation that has creased there. I need to go buy new powder, I'm running out. So going back in again with the powder, all around the mouth, the chin. And it looks like my lips have disappeared because I have the foundation all over my lips too. And then going in to really get that contour looking sharp. Go in with some powder underneath. Boom. And again, a harsh line, but it works. The powder is dwindling. Gonna do the other side. Does anyone else's nose run when they're doing their makeup? One of my nostrils always starts to run, so I'll probably get a Q-tip off camera and clean that up. Now we're going back in with the highlighter and we're gonna do the cheekbones. I struggle with highlighter placement, but I don't know if you guys can see that. Just kind of tapping it in right on the highest point of the cheekbone. Gorgeous. Okay, now we're gonna start with some eyeshadow. I've had this palette since I was in high school, but it works. The Urban Decay Naked Ultimate Basics, and I'm gonna use the shade Faith, which is just kind of like a tan brown shade, and we're gonna take this brush right here, get some product, and I'm just gonna go in the crease and above the crease of my eye and like carve that out a bit. And I like to go pretty high up. Again, stage makeup. Now, I'm gonna go in with this Sex Kitten palette. Again, have had it, I don't even know how long, years. And taking, oh, wrong brush. Hold on, please hold. Taking this tiny little brush, and I'm using the shade Secret. It's kind of like a gold, glowy, there's some sparkles in it. This shade right here. And this is going directly on the lid. And I feel like it just highlights and makes it pop. I like this color. And we're gonna go in the corner, all along the lid. Now, the next step is I'm going to curl my lashes. And I always do like 50 squeezes of the eyelash curler because I like my eyelashes to be like, and it always hurts, but so we're gonna get my eyelash curler, not awake, this girl right here, and we're gonna squeeze the lashes, 50 lashes each. I like to do one lash at a time so the other one doesn't lose its height. Then I use the Maybelline Sky High mascara in black. This is my favorite mascara. I'm kind of running low on it. I have to get a new tube, but this is what I use. And we're just gonna do a healthy number of coats on the lashes. Okay, mascara is on. Lately, I've only been doing my upper lash line and not the lower one. I don't know why. Sometimes I change it day to day. It depends. Now we're going to do eyeliner. I love a winged eyeliner. I know that might be controversial. I don't care. So we're gonna go back in with the Naked eyeshadow palette, and I'm taking this flat brush and I'm using the shade, I think it's literally just called black. So we're gonna go in with the black shade, and I'm taking this dirty piece of paper and I'm gonna put it against the corner of my eye and make a wing, just like that. I hope you guys can see that. Yeah, see? And taking some more product and just kind of filling in along the lash line, just in the outer corner. I never really do the inner corner. I just think I like the look more. So yeah, boom, there we go. And if I want to clean it up a little bit, I have this little pen that I use, which is the NYX, oh my gosh, why won't it focus? NYX Professional Makeup. It has some glue on it. It's actually a brow tint pen. I don't know, but I will use it for eyeliner. If I want to like thicken it up a little bit, I feel like I just get a little bit more control with this. And this is awesome. Also, to clean up, I can use concealer and an angled brush to really like make the wing sleek. So we're just kind of going over what I did with the powder, like setting it in a way. Do I like that? I don't know. Again, everything can be fixed, everything can be changed. Just have the patience. Yeah, something like that. I don't love the end of it, so we're gonna take concealer and I'm just gonna put a little dot on my makeup table. This makeup table is disgusting. You will not be viewing the makeup table. Then I take this brush, I don't know what brand it is, but it's just, you know, flat, and I'll dip it in the concealer, make sure it's on there, and then clean up the end of the wing like that. So it is nice and sharp and pointy. and perfect. Beautiful. I'm gonna do the other side now. Eyeliner is done. Now we're moving on to lashes. I like to use the Ardell Demi Wispies. You can get them at your local drugstore. And I typically cut them like halfway, 3/4 of the way, because I don't like to have the lash in my inner corner. I like more of that cat eye kind of look with my lashes. When I do my makeup in real life, I like to wear individuals, but for shows, I do the strip lash. It's faster and a little more volume going on. I just use the Duo Blue strip lash adhesive in white/clear because it always dries invisible. And I'll take my tweezers and just pop it on in the outer corner of my eye, like so. And I might mess around with it a little bit. I'll pull it in a little bit. I don't know, hold on. Pull it in a little more. Yeah. And sometimes I get annoyed because my lashes go far out, so I'll like pick the mascara off. That's probably not a good thing because I'm probably ruining my actual lashes, but whatever. Next one, and I reuse these because, you know, we have to buy our own lashes. Broadway. So I'll reuse them. I just pick off the dried glue from the night before and they're good as new. Reglue them and you're good to go. Okay, wait. Boop. Perfect. Oh, that was good. I kind of nailed that. Oh wait, no, I spoke too soon. Ah, come on. Go where you're supposed to. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Oh, this is gonna annoy me. I definitely need to buy new mascara. It's kind of clumpy and dry. Now I'm just picking. I get so nitpicky when I get in this tiny little mirror. I'm like, everything has to be perfect. But it doesn't. It's okay if it looks a little crazy because no one's gonna be able to see that in the audience. Okay, so these are the lashes. Here they are. Gorgeous. Now we have to move on. Also, I realized I didn't do foundation on my neck, and I know I said do foundation on my neck, but I'm gonna do that when I take off my sweatshirt and my t-shirt, because I don't want it to get all over my clothes. I also, for this show, do foundation and contour the girls, because Betsy wants attention drawn to the décolletage area. I don't know if I said that right, but you know what I'm trying to say, okay? I don't know, should I do lower lashes? What do you guys think? Reply in the comments. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll do it later when I get to the theater. Now, what I get so many questions about all the time, we're gonna do the iconic red lip, and I see your guys' comments saying that I now contractually have to do a red lip in every show I do because it seems that that's always what happens. I have worn many a red lip in my day, and I was actually just telling Alex Brightman yesterday, I don't even wanna know how much red lipstick I've consumed, like that's just in my body over the past however many years. So this is the current combination that I like. We're gonna use the MAC lip liner in Cherry. I hope that that still exists. I've had this since Wicked days. I love this liner, and I've mentioned in some of my other videos that I love using Russian Red by MAC, which is just like a matte lipstick. It stays so well, but they discontinued it. MAC, sponsor me first of all. Second of all, bring it back. But I've found a great second option, which is the Haus Labs red lip in the shade Scarlet Matte. This also stays so well. I love wearing matte lipstick on stage. It's like, doesn't transfer as easily. It just stays like a dream. So I like to overline a little bit, like up top and down below, to get kind of that pout that I feel like Betsy would have. So I'm gonna do that right now, and then I'll show you what it looks like. So this is what the liner is looking like. Now we're gonna put on the lipstick. It's really soft and smooth too. Again, any of the lines that I don't like, take your little flat brush with your concealer and you can just go around and make it perfect. Smooth it out, do whatever you need to do. Oh, I almost messed up. I'm talking too much. Yeah, I always like to overline at the top and the bottom of my lip, for sure. This lipstick is great. Look at, I mean, the color is beautiful. I love the color. I love that it stays. And I always get like a little bit on this tooth, so I'll like put a little paper towel on my finger. Sometimes I don't even use paper towel, and just make sure I get the excess lipstick off so I don't have lipstick on my teeth. So that's pretty much it, you guys. This is the finished look. My nails are chipped. Betsy also has the iconic red nails. I have to fix those, but I'm gonna do that after this video. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope this was informative. Again, I'm not a professional makeup artist. This is just what I do, and it's easy. That took like, how long, when did that start? It took longer because I was filming, but it took like 45 minutes. And now I'm gonna go to the theater and I'm gonna do 2 shows. So let's go.